Shanti, greetings of love to everyone. Happy to join you in your reflection of producing public programs or events in the context of the various platforms we're using and the fact we're all online now. So, yes, I've been thinking about it a lot. I've been also calling upon all the ITs in Canada, all the center coordinators, social media, those who are involved in social media. We had quite a few meetings, and I've been very, how to call it, inviting, I would say, to all our instruments here in Canada to reflect a lot on it. And this has been actually something I've initiated years ago. It's not just because of COVID. And many years ago, because I work in the media, but I work in the old mainstream media, as we call it. At work, I'm called literally a dinosaur. Nice dinosaur. I mean, I'm vegetarian dinosaur, but I'm really called a dinosaur. I'm part of the old, way of making TV. Those TVs on the wall that, kind of are not on a computer. And maybe most of you don't even have TVs anymore, or you're not watching it. But I do work in documentaries and special reporting, although I directed news for many years. And even though I'm still, a dinosaur, I'm actually part of the the group of people at CBC in Montreal, reflecting on the new ways of doing television and migrating what we call, how would I call it in English, linear, we call it linear television, which is more like flat television style, into online or digital production. And so I'm producing at the moment a series of short documentaries where we're mixing the concept of a podcast and video. So we're trying to appeal to a different audience, be visible on social media, the web, and many different platforms that are in between somewhere. So I'm very aware of that. I had many discussions with Sister Mohini. I realize I'm speaking too fast if you are translating, so I'll slow down. I had many talks with Sister Mohini, and my vision is that the visual and the way we can produce material on social media and on the web, is very essential. And in Canada, I'm pushing a lot all those who have interest in social media, IT, all the CCs, to really think about what we want to do and how we want to do things. I really believe there is a very big step to take in the quality of the production. If you look at Vyakti Parivar, it's been a year now, and a group of young individuals, mostly from Canada and USA, trying to improve the quality of what is presented every night. And they have made, to a certain extent, some progress. Of course, I come from a very professional background. So for us, we have standards of broadcasting that will not be the standards of Vyakti Parivar. But I would say that the quality of what we produce really has to improve a lot. People consume a lot of material. And if the quality is non-professional or a bit childish, a bit too poor, it's not an incentive to stay and watch it. I watch a lot of things. I know documentaries, films, and media production, all kind of things. The Daily from the New York Times, amazing podcasts they produce every day. So I consume a lot of it. I know what's being presented. And there's a lot of high quality production at the moment. And I know they get ratings, people watch it. So a few tips, and I'm not really top expert, so you may discount what I say. And I know some younger generation may think differently, so I highly respect that. So my point of view is that, answering a few questions that you proposed to me, I would say the main thing in public events and platforms, the little error I find that we make is to not be in tune with who we are talking to. And we come sometimes from our bubble, of BK bubble, which is very nice. And when we are used to present talks at the center, we welcome public in a space that we designed and that we control with energy and vibrations. When you're online, yes, vibrations are there, but not to the same extent. So we rely on a language that is a logic language, in a way, I would say, that people consume on the web or on the social media. So the way we present ourselves, the background, the quality, the sound, the light, everything becomes a little bit more important because it's a signature. And if it has a feeling of being a little bit too rosy and flowery and, coming straight from golden age, well, I don't know. I don't think this is the best way to connect with the audience. My personal belief, we are talking to many souls who will never come to golden age and silver age. And we are serving now part of the tree, which is more, the growth of the tree. So I think most Brahmins have been born already, or they're being reborn again. So I don't think we are going for a talk that will touch souls of the Brahmin family and barely from the Silver Age. I did a lot of calculation. If you're interested, I spent a bit of time playing with it. I think we're serving souls that are coming from, early Iron Age onwards. So the content has to be connected to their reality. And their reality hasn't have the capacity to embrace the depth of our knowledge. So we need to know how to deliver knowledge in a way which is digestible, of course. I'm not saying anything new here, I know. So in technology, I would say to focus on the quality. One little trick that most people don't know, on television, the standards usually, because we do a lot of talk where on television you have boxes. So you have to frame people, for example, of the same style, so that when they talk from one box to another, it doesn't look strange. And of course, most people don't know that. But usually in the framing, I know in social media, you're in the middle of the frame. In television, people will be on the side of the screen most of the time. It's nicer, it looks better. And that's usually 1/3 on the side. You can be on one side, you can be on the other side. It looks better background. But I know modern type now is right in the middle. But it's important to keep the eyes above the middle line. These studies have been done. And the thing is that if you are speaking like this, people won't believe you. They think you're a loser. If you're like that, you're arrogant. So there's a right height to keep, which is standard, and it's about 1/3, 2/3 usually. I'm all over the place. And so it has authority when we speak. So it's important not to have speakers. Sometimes I see the head almost on the lower third. Psychologically speaking, it's not good. I could talk an hour on these things. Lighting is good. I don't know if I can take it out, but I bought all kind of equipment for, this is my apartment. So I bought a mic, a proper mic. I hope the sound is okay, but don't use the sound of the webcams. Normally when I do public programs, I go to the center downstairs and we use quality camera, full quality mics. There's proper lighting and the background is not like this. This is home background, not ideal. But I use it all the time because of being convenient. So the frame, the style, the light is important. I bought those lights. I don't know if you can take it out. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, those little lights, very important. And skin tone is important. Again, if you're too yellow and you look very sick, people won't believe what you're saying. It's just that kind of simple. I had to adjust my webcam so that there's some lines are making. Now I moved the frame earlier, so it's all a bit funny. But anyway, it's already 10 minutes and I haven't even gone through half, and I'm speaking too fast, but yeah, so quality of the frame, the eyes, the light, sound, this is very important. The also now the style is to check webinars, not just Zoom, but webinar. If you see Avyakti Parivar, every time they shift from one slide to a video, it shows, and it's not ideal. People want kind of professional material. So I suggest to watch some webinars provided by some big companies, corporations, your city. Look in your city municipality. They offer usually webinars, and they have staff, they have people, and they put money into it, or local governments. And you will find that they present a speaker, and when they have a slide, it's very slick. The slide comes, the video comes. When we have too many non-professional moments and people saying, oh, your mic is off, and then, no, we don't hear you. This is not good anymore. With Zoom has improved quickly. On Meet, it's called Hangout. Now I think Google Hangout, they can make the background a little bit blurry, which is very, very nice, much better than this background. So yeah, the quality is very, very important. Technical quality is very, very essential. In terms of duration, if we do a full talk, like a big topic with a guest speaker, maybe an hour is okay. But in Canada, we're in the process of creating a program. We're trying to do a program that we would be broadcasting every month or every second week. And we decided the length should be no more than half an hour. I think that for having an impact, communicating with the audience, maybe half an hour would be the best. Unless there are some additional elements, a live song, video, short videos. Wouldn't under stress the necessity, if possible, of having videos. People like watching, and Baba told us for many years they're tired of listening. The content, in my opinion, is a blend of, yes, very spiritual knowledge. So topics that are very common, on peace and love, that always works, that's fine. But also to dare addressing issues of the actual time, going through the pandemic, keeping your mind free from virus, or being creative in the titles, because there's high competition in the web, or on social media. So we have to find ways to be very creative. If you're interested, I give training at CBC on storytelling and also creativity. And creativity is a big, big engine. And there are methods to generate creativity in a group with ITs and others. We've done it in Canada. It was very fun. And there are methods to brainstorm in a creative way. So yeah, duration, not too long, make it short. Use some intro, extra, good quality graphic is very, very interesting, intro and at the end. And then the main important thing also now is high technology devices. So we need cross posting between Facebook and YouTube and Zoom. So you can be using Zoom, but cross posting on live stream on Facebook and YouTube at the same time, which is very nice. There are some softwares that only if you have an IT that knows how to operate, or media person, but there are softwares that allow you to explain it simply, is you have your feed from Zoom coming and you redirect it through your software, but you package it when it comes out. So you can add those little, we call it a super, or a writing, impression, logo, like a TV show, it's not that complicated, but I try to encourage a group of Canadians, but they haven't dared using it yet, but it exists. It's very, very useful, and it makes it look so much better. If during the talk, we do it usually in what they call post-production. So that's what you see in Awakening channel on the production that Annalie did from New Jersey, or the 21 master classes. But these are not live events. They have editing quality. If we do live, there are some softwares that allow you to add those things live. It's already 15 minutes. I'm sorry I'm taking way too much time. I could have talked another 15 hours, I think. So I think I'll have to stop here. Quickly looking at my notes. Yeah, there are so many things, but hopefully you got something out of those 15 minutes and you're not all asleep and wake up. Time to do something else. So back to you, whoever is on the other side. Thank you anyway for listening and inviting me to share. Lots of love to everyone and greetings from Canada. All right. Om Shanti. Bye-bye.